find it alongside poo-poo. They're like companions. Not all the time.
Yes, as one is known to say, always pee-pee and sometimes poo-poo.
Sometimes poo-poo, yeah.
But when poo-poo, always pee-pee.
Always pee-pee, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to our second anniversary episode. Do you just like go for it?
Those were baked today.
Really?
There's this family that yeah, dude, just
or do I just buy it?
Just do it.
Just
do it. Yeah. They sell them, so they like make them for like extra money and stuff.
Okay.
In Bolingbrook. What would you pay for that pastry? What would you expect to pay for that pastry? I guess I should say.
It's like $2.
$1.25, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about that in the package. So it's like, or from what is that? Golden Bear or Haribo?
Yeah.
The bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't overprice it too much.
Yeah.
And for something that's homemade, hell yeah.
Baked today, like
yes, 1,000%.
Super tasty. My gripe with the ones that you find at like a supermercado or in like prepackaged is that they're dry as fuck, and these are pretty fucking solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's like I don't think it's supposed to be super moist, but it's like good, like a donut can be dry-ish, where it's
exactly,
like it's got chew to it, but it's not like you're not needing to drink milk with it or anything. This is really good, and like you said, slightly sweet.
Yeah.
I too am not a fan of super sweet stuff, so this kind of hits the target for me too. I like it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, great job. Fuck. I brought one for Laura too.
Oh, nice.
Because she's got a baby inside of her.
That's so nice of you. Mm-hmm. Well, I brought a couple things for you too.
Woohoo!
First off is a really cute thing that I found at a farmer's market that I thought you and your son Luca would like.
Oh my gosh, that is the fucking cutest thing.
A little knit apple.
That is so cool. He's got the cutest little like V-shaped mouth. Like it's yeah, that's great.
I'd be kind of surprised if you didn't already have that from somebody. Do you already have something like that?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
The other one we already talked about. That's just the glade mallow plant from San Fair.
Right. Yeah.
So I bought 5 of these and
Samwise.
oh, we'll get some like wet paper towel. I meant to bring a plastic bag, but I got a bunch of plants here because I'm trying to plant some stuff over at my parents'.
Nice.
Got some glade mallow to share with you. My cool other plants.
What do you got in there?
So this is a cold hardy kiwi.
Oh, hell yeah.
Meter phenotype or whatever. And then this is something called an Eastern Prince, which is a non-native Chinese berry.
Really?
Yeah. As far as I could see, it wasn't invasive at all, and I'm not like a anti-plants from other places kind of person.
Yeah.
And the description of the person who sold it, Edgewood Nursery, the description he put of the berries is like it's like the Chinese allspice of berries. It just tastes it's tangy. It's got that Szechuan numminess. It's salty. It's sweet. Just seemed really crazy, and it's kind of a vining plant. So figured I'd throw that at my parents as well.
That looks fucking cool, man.
You see the red berries? Don't they seem like so? Yeah, they look really good. So I had to grab one of those.
Also, here goes some Arab princes.
Oh.
Yeah. Also came up in the Google search.
So, hooray to us. We're starting our third year. This is our second anniversary, technically, but we'll be going on 3 years doing this show. Steve and I going through some major family moments.
Yeah, man.
There's
There's been a lot in the last 2 years, right?
Well, yeah, I thought we'd take a moment and kind of like have a retrospective episode or something where we just talk about like the things we appreciate and the events that we've done. Just to let people, maybe some new people know what we've done, and I don't know. Yeah, just a little bit of gratitude.
For sure. I love that.
Yeah. So first off, thanks to you for doing the show together for like the last 2 years. It's been a blast.
It has.
We are 70, I think as of this recording, 71 episodes deep. So not technically one episode for every single week, but damn near just.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty proud of that. I think...
and we've had tons of stuff in between. We've had holidays, you know, like... So we've kept pretty busy. I mean, we've done events, you know?
Yeah. The first one, I think the first one we ever did was at Bubble House Brewing, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, right?
What else did we do last year?
We did that. We teamed up with New Belgium.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know which was
Holy
first.
crap. That's right. Okay. So yeah, first things first, we did our event with Bubble House. We did a short little kind of a live episode for anybody that was there talking about spruce tips and different stuff that they use in their beers that we've collaborated with them on. So that was fun. And then shortly after that, we did a really cool event with the Outsiders.
Yeah.
Outsiders Chicago, which is a organization that tries to provide affordable access to outdoor activities and cool stuff like that, and tries to target people of color and people that historically do not associate with being outside that much, or like as an extracurricular. And so it was really cool to be asked to do like a walk. We did a walk and talk out in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Yeah.
I got a gal in Kalamazoo.
You do that every time. It's awesome.
I can't not. Can't not.
And one of the ways that they make things very affordable and like reasonably priced for the things that they offer is they team up with companies. In this particular instance, they teamed up with New Belgium Brewing, which is located in Fort Collins, Colorado, and then also Bell's, which I believe is now under the New Belgium umbrella,
Correct.
which is in Kalamazoo.
But they have this kitchen and brew or tap room in Kalamazoo, and we were really hoping to do kind of a ingredient collaboration where we could provide them with plants and stuff with part of the walk, like have the people that are part of the walk collect some plants and then they'll eat them later on that evening. But that didn't work out, and that's fine. We still got to taste like some really cool, like original style ales and like some really old style beverages, you know. And I'd do that again 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, no, it was a super fun day. It was a little bit rainy, but it was. I mean, that's how I like it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, get people kind of push their comfort zone a little bit in a place that they're not familiar with, and a place that you and I had never been to, right? You'd never been to that spot in Kalamazoo.
No, I had. Yeah,
you had been to that particular place.
Oh.
Well, I hadn't, but it was really fun to just kind of bring everybody along there. And yeah, shout out to the brands that are willing to support a kind of event like that, and to the organizers that, you know, think to reach out to nerds like us.
For sure. And we met all sorts of cool people from
there. And the connections that brought along with it was
Terms of Service.
We did a podcast, a joint podcast with Terms of Service because of that, or along with that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So shout out them. That was really cool. Check it out if you haven't listened to it.
And I haven't given up on that, collaborative dinner tasting thing. We got plenty of brew buds. I'm sure we can make it happen.
Yeah, it's in the books eventually. I think it's a matter of really gauging our local listenership.
You know what? Yeah, that would be excellent. We should also maybe we could team up with somebody. Like, how cool of an idea would it be to like maybe go visit Lorenzo? And he's already got the space. He's already got the chops, obviously. And maybe we could get like Ricky to do a small batch or something along those lines, and then just bring that with us. You know, like how cool would that be?
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, I love that idea. I never really thought about like the collaboration aspect of it and trying to utilize that to get us into those spaces, because I don't really have that kind of aptitude to know how and where and what the specific rules are. I've never done professional food service. I've always done bar service and stuff like that. And to sell the hot sauce, I've had to learn a little bit of that.
Sure.
Like, we can't just make it in my kitchen and sell it on the internet. That's like, first of all, we might get somebody.
That's the rules.
We might get somebody ill.
Yeah.
But we just want to make sure that it's a good, stable product. So bringing somebody else into the mix has always been kind of that MO. So that's a fucking great idea. Lorenzo, if you're listening?
Hey, I got this pen.
Hey,
right
look
here in
at
this cute little notebook. I'm going to write that down.
So what else? We did a lot of. So we also collaborated with other podcasts and stuff and shows that we shared time with. Shout out Publicly Challenged. They're another Illinois-based podcast in the Kankakee region, a little bit further south than that. But
those guys fucking rock.
Luke Oswald.
Yeah, Luke Oswald.
And then Clay Bowers, co-host. He's up in Michigan. Yeah.
And those guys do a really, really good job of kind of, branching out a little bit more into the spaces that we have. I know they cover some hunting and stuff like that, which Luke is just a wealth of knowledge as far as that stuff goes. And I definitely want to abuse our friendship to
100%
to get a little bit more involved myself.
Well, he's such a generous dude.
Yeah,
I mean, he's already he for the last 2 years. He's basically taken me out trout fishing for my birthday. And we'd either go towards him or come up to me. But yeah, super knowledgeable, super generous dude. And yeah, like you said, about their show, they do kind of spread out into these areas that we don't necessarily hit on our podcast.
We haven't yet.
We've
talked about it. I want to do it so bad.
There's already, I know. And I'm not against talking to hunters. I just worry about straying from our format too much. There's tons of hunting and shows like that already that talk to people that hunt and collect plants and stuff. There's not really a show that really focuses on the plant relationships and the mushroom relationships. But we've already talked to hunters and stuff like that. So I'm not against it at all. I just worry about becoming the same show just about everybody else has. And I think we do have something pretty special here. You know?
Yeah. Sigh.
Well, what's wrong, buddy?
Well, I just realized this mushroom supplement I bought isn't actually made with mushrooms. It's made with something called myceliated grain?
Myceliated grain?
Oh, no!
I'm sorry to tell you, buddy, but myceliated grain is a sure sign of a poor quality mushroom supplement.
Well, dang. I wanted mushrooms, not brown rice. What should I do?
Well, you should support a small batch producer from right here in the Midwest, Keweenaw Apothecary.
Keweenaw Apothecary? Tell me more.
Keweenaw Apothecary specializes in high-quality mushroom extracts from Michigan, and they always use real mushrooms, never myceliated grain.
That sounds like exactly what I've been looking for. Where can I order?
Well, you can find them at keweenawapothecary.etsy.com. That's KEWEENAW apothecary.etsy.com. Be sure to read their many excellent reviews.
Thanks, buddy. I don't want no low-quality mushroom products from a factory. I want Keweenaw Apothecary.
Wowie wow! Wowie wow! We've got a new hot sauce for you.
It's so delicious.
It's spicy.
It's spicier for sure.
Spicier. It's called Harvest Moon, made with ghost peppers, American persimmons,
and spice bush berry.
It's gonna be great. We also have t-shirts available. Brand new t-shirts.
The best t-shirts, I think.
Baseball tees.
Scrumpers United.
If you've collected apples, if you've collected fruit, you're
welcome to the club.
You're welcome to a club. You're a scrumper. So check out our merch store, wildedigibleworldpod.myshopify.com. Wowie wow! But I love talking about hunting and protein procurement and fishing and stuff like that. It's definitely not off the table.
And I think we could definitely gear that or spin that to fit our thing. You know, there's
sure, it's just a part of the conversation.
Sure.
You know,
exactly.
And I think, everybody's got their own kind of focus for the show. You know, Publicly Challenged isn't a show about hunting.
Yeah,
it's about using public land.
Yeah,
which is a really awesome niche because so many people. I mean, you go to these conventions. I've helped Luke out with his Publicly Challenged table at a deer. It's called Deer and Beer Festival in Indiana, I think, and everybody there. I mean, he has a really hard time marketing to that crowd, even though it's all about hunting and stuff, because everybody there uses private land, which is so surprising. There's really a kind of a specific set of people that use public land, and I think our shows have a lot of overlap too. So
yeah,
happy to always chat with them. What were we talking about?
Just other shows we've been on.
What
Terms of Service, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's all the shows we've been on. Let's take a moment and be grateful for the authors that have reached out to us and that we've had the pleasure of talking to in the last year or two.
For sure.
So like Alan Burgo,
love that.
Always, guy. Major shout outs to him. What's her name?
Lisa Rose.
Lisa M. Rose. Always a shout out to her.
She's so fun.
She's so cool.
Yeah.
One of our longest episodes, really cool episodes. Our first interview episode that really kind of set us down this path of this format. So yeah, big shout outs to Lisa Rose. Super grateful to have people that write books like that in our circle. And hopefully, I think a lot of the people that we've already talked to will probably be circling back in the next year or two because they have a lot of books in the works.
Yeah, and we definitely have a lot of repeat guests coming up because man,
I mean,
a lot of these guys are just really just fountains of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So special.
Is there any author you think we should? I mean, besides Sam Thayer.
I know. We all have we have that like Sam basically. You know, like the one that got away, but like authors, not really.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really get away. We haven't even tried. But Akiva Silver. Who was recommended by what's the gentleman's name?
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. He's got the beard.
Yeah, the beard, the sultry voice.
Sean.
Like yes, Rao.
Sean Rao.
Yeah, that guy. So he recommended Trees of Power by Akiva Silver.
Yes.
And Akiva Silver is, I mean, that book is fucking incredible. It goes through, I mean, it's just a really nice, thorough, like coverage of like 10 wonderful trees and how you can use them, how they can be utilized to like make a living while at the same time improving your environment and this and that and the other. And it's really good. And because Sean recommends them so much, I feel like that could be like a goal, like a pedestal guest.
Cool. What other would you like to see happen for the podcast this year?
I feel like it would be nice, and we've gone back and forth on this, like whether or not to like involve video.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to.
I think we should.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's that much more work.
Yeah. And we don't live far from each other, but we definitely don't live close to each other.
Right.
So like having a studio would obviously help because video equipment's can be clunky, and even if it's not clunky, even if it's just like our phone set up and recording different things, it would be nice to have like a permanent thing, right?
100%. Yeah. Something that doesn't have to be torn down. I mean, that's part of the. I don't know. It's half and half. That's part of the personality of our show, but it's also a major detriment to our show.
Yeah,
is our mobility. The fact that we do record outside when we can, and that, and this is a personal problem. The taking it down and moving it again and again and again. I mean, there's been several times, embarrassingly, that we've had to reschedule recordings or not. You've made the effort to come here. I've made the effort to come here, and I don't have the one thing that we need to actually record the show.
Sure.
That doesn't happen in a stationary environment.
Yeah.
But that does bring a more static feel to our show too. And it's like, how do we do both?
Maybe we can get creative. You know how like guitar players have like the little rig set up with all their different distortion pedals and stuff? Like maybe we can do something like that.
No, exactly. That's what I tried to have this suitcase to be, is like this should be the like all-in-one. Throw it all in there. I mean, there's still enough space in there that it should be able to incorporate video equipment too.
Yeah. Maybe we can take that idea and expand it. Like actually mount the whatever unit we decide to use, whether we're going to keep with this one or go try to figure that other one out, or like to where we just boop.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, like lock it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, truly like a pedal board.
Yeah, like a little mobile studio.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. We should take some time sometime this year and try to figure that out. I think video is essential to us reaching a different type of person.
Sure.
There's so many people that listen to anything on YouTube. They don't really watch it. So just getting our audio up there, I think, would be a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see us. I want to see us take this show in person somewhere. I would like us to meet up with somebody in person and go foraging, like do what our episodes did in the first year, where we focus more on ingredients and the actual flavors, interactions with them with a third person.
Definitely.
And then if we could bring that into the video component as well, like kind of tie that all up in a nice, pretty bow, I think people would really like that.
I agree.
So listeners, if you guys are keeping up with this and you have any experience or knowledge in video equipment or how to streamline this process a little bit, I'm going to be going through a little behind the scenes action. I'm going to be going through all of our audio archives, transferring it. Right now, it's all completely done on my phone. And I will be going through the service that we host through and trying to download all the pieces of our intros and all that stuff, all the music we use, all the episodes onto a hard drive on a computer, and then re-uploading those onto YouTube, and just kind of really upgrading our editing process and our wow, that was loud.
That was bassy.
Just kind of upgrading the show, hopefully. So bear with us for that. I also, my wife is very pregnant and is due on June 12th. So congratulations to us. Woo. But bear with us as the show will go on.
Yeah.
But we might have a break here and there. Yeah. Something like that. Well, we're going to try and figure out. We have a really important panel with the Great Lakes Foragers Gathering in 1 month from, I think, when this will air. Mm-hmm. June 12th, Great Lakes Foragers Gathering. I think the tickets are on sale. I don't, now that I think about it, I didn't really worry about it because we're part of the programming. So, But I don't think they're sold out by any means if they are on sale. So definitely go check that out. Great Lakes Foragers Gathering. We're going to be hosting a panel on sustainability and food forests and just kind of foraging culture with a lot of the coolest people on the teaching roster that they have at Great Lakes Foragers Gathering, which is usually people like Sam Thayer. People like him. I'm not going to name drop a bunch of stuff, but it's one of my favorite events to go to every year, hosted by Rachel Osborne Mifsud. Very cool, very community based. Definitely check it out because we'll be there doing like a hour and a half live show and getting that on. I mean, I guess if you don't want to go, you can still listen to the show.
Yeah, you can still do that.
We'll be recording it.
With like a foraging pantheon, you know.
Yeah. We upgraded our whole show system. So listeners, when you support our podcast, when you buy our merch, when you enjoy our hot sauce, you buy our T-shirts, you buy our stickers, or you act as several other generous people have done and subscribe to our podcast, which I didn't even know I could set up, but we do get that money. It really helps us kind of feel capable of doing those kind of bigger moves, like hosting a panel on sustainability where we'll have probably 5 or 6 people on mic. The equipment we use to record this show on a usual basis can only hold 4 microphones. Mm-hmm. So thanks to you guys, we can we've successfully expanded our show and are climbing to bigger heights. So hopefully the third season, quote unquote, the last 30 of the hundo, I imagine by the end of this year, we'll get to 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Mean, that's wild edible world, baby.
That's right.
Wowie wow. Sorry, I just kind of took myself by surprise.
It's wild.
I didn't really think
crazy.
about that.
It's crazy to think about.
100 episodes by the end of the year. That's really exciting. And I think we're going to make some big moves this year.
Yeah.
I think we're going to make some big moves.
Mm-hmm.
So those will be behind the scenes action. Just a little bit of our gratitude and hopes and dreams for what the show can be. And if you guys have any advice or help or honestly just positive words, we love hearing from you guys. Definitely write a review. Give us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple, Google's dying, but all those places that you stream your podcasts, and that's free. That's the free cool stuff you can do. And you can follow us on Instagram where we post silly memes and updates about the show and where we'll be. That's our most accessible. It's on Instagram. But with that, let's start off the 3rd year with a bang.
Let's go.
Wowie wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wowie wow. Love you guys. Love you, Steve.
Love you too, buddy.
Bye.